You can pick an umbrella up at a lot of locations, and I found this one on clearance at Walmart. So to start this project, you're going to open the umbrella up. Next, I'm going to place the umbrella upside down on the ground. Next, we need to create some drainage, and I'll be using a punch which has a sharp end, and you use a hammer to poke holes or get drill holes ready in different projects. So I'm just going to go ahead and stab multiple holes through the umbrella using this punch. And they don't need to be very big, but if you want to make them really big, you can. But ultimately, all you're doing is poking some holes for some ventilation through the umbrella. So again, the number of holes you need depends upon what you're planning in here. Okay, so for this next step, I wear my gardening gloves. I like the rubber on the bottom to protect my hands. In addition to that, we need to think about what we're planting in here. So if you are planting something that needs more drainage, you might want to put some rocks on the bottom to help with drainage. The rocks will also help with some of the weight so that it doesn't blow away. But I'm also going to use dirt, and you'll want a nice rich potting soil that has lots of nutrients in it to help your plants grow. So here's a quick look at the dirt inside, and if you look closely, you might even see some earthworms, which is a sign of fantastic soil. For this next step, it's time to plant. So I'm gonna dig a little bit of a hole, place my plant inside, and then I'm gonna work around and press the roots into place. And I'm gonna continue doing this with all of my plants very carefully. Now sometimes they get a little transplant shock, so you might see the color shift in your plants after you've planted them. This is normal. Now that they're all planted, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a little water. Now, since these are succulents, you can also put a little rock around them to also help with the drainage and give them a little more style. But ultimately, they're gonna keep growing and fill in the space. So here it is all planted, and if you look close, you'll see my solar light in the background. And this will make it not only a daytime decoration for my yard, but it also makes it an evening display as well. And I hope this inspires you to make an umbrella planter of your own.
We are going to be making over this very old and super faded sun umbrella. And how we're going to do that, first of all, we're going to wash it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to take this cover off it so I can throw it in the washing machine. How do I do that? Well, I literally just screw this off here, take it off, and look, you can really see there the colour that was the original colour of this. And I actually still quite like the faded colour. It reminds me of an ocean. It's very, very pretty. So the first thing I need to do is take this off, and I've loosened the umbrella a little bit so it's not fully expanded. And it's very easy. I literally just pop off each of these little end pieces, and I am going to throw them in the washing machine. So I have washed this umbrella cover. I did not use a conditioner or a softener on it because that creates a coating on top of the surface. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm actually going to paint this using Dixie Belle colours, so Dixie Belle chalk mineral paint. I've got a number of different pastel colours, and I will tell you that before I started actually doing this, I was very unsure as to what I was going to paint on it. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to do spots, whether I wanted to do a sea scene, because this gorgeous colour really is nice, or whether I was going to do stripes of paint. I think I'm just having a little practice here with my spots. It's very easy to create and paint spots, but bearing in mind that we have an entire umbrella to create doing this, and you can see how long it takes to paint one spot, I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use these brushes. These are 2-inch premium chip brushes from Dixie Belle. They're a really good brush. They're not super expensive, and they do allow a really good coverage. So the first thing I'm going to do with that, I'm going to damp that just so that the paint glides on more easily. I'm just going to damp that off here, and I'm actually going to damp the surface of my umbrella too. I'm going to take this is Dixie Belle paint, chalk mineral paint in cotton, and I like this because the sun will bake it nice and hard. I'm literally, I think, just going to do a paint stripe on here. So just like that. We'll start off with that one, And I really like the way that you get the ends of this just kind of like the paint, which is exactly what they are. So that's my first colour. The next colour I'm going to use is this one. This is Rebel Yellow, again from Dixie Belle Chalk Paint. And I'm going to literally just use a mixture of yellows, pinks, whites, and a slightly deeper blue. So again, I've got a clean brush to do this. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to dip my brush in here, and then I'll do it this way for you so you can see. I'm going to just paint a stripe around about the same size, just across there. Very pretty. And although it's not going to take away all of the fading out of this particular umbrella, what it will do is give us a really nice kind of beautiful background. Same thing again, I'm going to do this, I'll remove it away from being over the paint, damp my brush, and now I'm using, this is a colour called Pink Champagne. It's a lovely pale pink. I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Across here, and you can see where the surface of the actual umbrella is just slightly damp, it just fades a little bit. And then for a final colour that I'm going to show you right now before I carry on and complete the entire thing, I'm going to use this colour, which is Mermaid Tail. So it's not a dissimilar colour to the original colour from the umbrella, but let's start that. Let's pop that across there in the middle. There we go. So see, it just shows up a little bit more on there and doesn't actually completely blend away. And I'll carry on doing this. Next, again, I'll probably go with a white. Whoops, look at that, a bit too much on there. And you can see the difference there. I forgot to spray paint the surface there. So not spray paint, spray with water the surface there. So it just didn't go on quite as easily. There we go. I'll probably do another white on this side. Let me just wet that surface. And there we go. I'll probably bring that just over, curve, turn that around so I get a nice finish of the paint. Just do that there like that. There we go. So I'm going to carry on painting all of the sections of this umbrella. So let me carry on doing that. And next time you see me, we should have a beautifully painted umbrella. Hey guys, so it took me a couple of hours to just complete this. As you can see, it really has transformed this umbrella. We've gone from a sun-faded kind of, basically a little bit mouldy, yucky looking thing, to a very pretty new umbrella that we can use with pride, with happiness. I love it. The only thing I'm going to do, because I did notice when I was painting this and I was spraying the water on it, it's no longer waterproof. If it ever was, I don't know. I saved this from the landfill, so who knows. So I've got this product here, which is called 303 Fabric Guard. And I'm going to just spray that on, just a very light coating here and there. Oh, my dog's found a raccoon. That's just crazy. So here we go, I'm just going to spray this on just to make sure it's completely waterproof. And they do say the best way to dry this out is to do it in the hot sunshine. So I'm going to do that right now. It's a hot, sunny day here in Toronto. So let me get that finished up. I will just spray it all over and we will see what it looks like from the other side. As you can see, you get this beautiful dappled light coming through when the sun shines onto this umbrella. So you can actually see the pattern of the brush strokes under here. I really like it. It's kind of nice and pretty. So once the umbrella's down, you actually get this lovely effect, this lovely pattern just running through it. It looks really nice up, it looks really nice down. Saved from the landfill, everybody. That's exactly what we're all about here on Hometalk. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. My name is Fiona DeBell and I really look forward to seeing you next time here on Hometalk.